Hey, what's up, guys? I want to go over some information about for sale by owners. So, what is a for sale by owner? Let's go back. So, a for sale by owner is anytime a homeowner decides to sell the home themselves without having representation from a listing agent. So, a realtor like me, they will not use, they'll actually just list the properties themselves. So what's the reason why a homeowner would want to do this? Well, the biggest reason is honestly commission. Okay. Now, the NAR, the National Association of Realtors, came out with a couple of statistics for 2020. They accounted that only 7% of the people of homeowners in 2020, 7% of them sell their homes themselves without having representation with a realtor. Okay. Now, the other statistic that they've shown is that homes that homeowners have sold without realtors have sold at a price, let's just say a typical price of $260,000 compared to a $318,000 for agent assisted homes. So what does that mean? Let's just say hypothetically, you go out and you sell your home, okay? You sell your home for $260,000. Well, the agent, okay, if you are being represented, will actually sell your home for 318,000. So what is the price difference there? Well, the price difference is there, what, 50 something thousand, I think. Oops, sorry. That's completely wrong. 318,000 minus 260. Yeah, $58,000. Okay. So you'll actually net you'll net $58,000 selling your property with a listing agent, as opposed to listing the property yourself. Now, I'm going to be honest here. Okay. And here's the thing. Yeah, I'm going to be very honest here. If you have knowledge and background and understanding about marketing, okay, and a little knowledge about the real estate contracts, then you can save yourself a considerable amount. Okay, because typically the real estate commission for listing a property is about 5-6%. Okay, so if that's a percentage that you want to save, then there is a way you can do that, and that's actually using a transactional broker. Okay, now the reason why this is important to know is because a lot like a lot of realtors have to step up their game, right? We have to provide people like me as a real estate agent, as a realtor, we have to provide you guys with value. At the end of the day, if we don't provide you guys value, then we will be replaced by marketing devices, by by transactional brokers like this website. It's in every field. Like, I came from a financial services industry, like as in a financial advisor. Like, I'm seeing it happen now. Like, there are robo advisors. There are things that people automate online for their investments. They're replacing financial advisors. So in the same way, if we as realtors do not provide you guys with value, then, well, we're going to get replaced by brokerages that list the property, okay, online, right, and on the MLS. Well, that's exactly what we do as realtors, right? We list your property on the MLS. It does go on realtor.com, right? It does go on Zillow. It does go on Trulia. It does go on Redfin. This website will do 60% of pretty much what most for sale by owners need to do to market their home, okay? Because unfortunately, 34% of them, they do not market their home, okay? Which, in my opinion, I think that's going to end up changing because this is 2020 statistics, but 34% of it don't market their home, which a transactional broker can do. And then 26% is literally just sticking a sign in the yard. Okay. I think that's silly that if you want to sell your house, why wouldn't you want to stick a sign in the yard? It's something as simple as for sale by owner, right? I'm not sure if you guys seen those signs, but they also have those. You can stick something like that in your yard, and that's 20%, 26% right there. So 60% is, you know, what's even crazy? They even have a for sale sign here. You just pay them 20 bucks. Okay. So you pay them 20 bucks and you pay this website $749. Okay. So $749, that's 20 bucks, I don't know why I brought my phone, calculator here. 749 plus 29 is 778. Okay. So for about $800 or almost $800, you can have a transactional brokerage list the property for you. Now, just because you have a transactional broker, does it mean that you actually save money as opposed to using a listing agent? So this is where it's extremely important. And this is why the statistics of these numbers hold true. Okay. The reason why there's a big difference, even if you use a transactional broker, okay, these statistics will still hold true. And the reason why is because everything in between. Okay. If one person or a person who is selling if the person is selling the property themselves does not understand everything in between the marketing perspective or the marketing side of listing a property, then they're going to have, there is going to be some price differences on commission. Okay. Commission saved, I should say. So the first thing that I want to start off with is the agreement of sale. So whether, I'm sure you guys might have seen this, whether you bought or sold a home. Okay. So in the state of Pennsylvania, we use a standard agreement of sale. Okay. Now, if you do not understand how this works, okay, then if you're listing the property, okay, yourself as a for sale by owner, everything legally, this is on you. Okay. This is something that you have to consider. Okay. And the crazy thing is, as I mentioned to you before, I'm not sure if I did, but all realtors are not created equal. So the knowledge that even realtors, and I'll be the first person to admit, even as realtors, we even have a hard time understanding some parts of this contract. Okay. Now, you don't have to be a realtor to understand this. So I'm going to give you an example. Prior to me being a real estate agent, I invested in properties, right? I was buying properties myself. I was buying and selling properties myself without a license. Okay. I was using an agent for representation, obviously, to understand the contract. However, I took the time to understand the contract by asking questions, by reading up, by asking my mentors about how this contract works. And that's extremely important if this is something that you guys want to do on your own. Okay. The other part to consider is negotiating. Okay. That is where, if there is, I mean, a lot of the times now, I mean, there's less negotiating, and because we're in a seller's market, a lot of buyers are buying without contingencies, they're waiving inspections. So it is easier on the negotiating side if you decide to use like a transactional broker, like simplechoicerealty.com. This is the website that I gave as an example. However, you do have to consider that anything that you say, whether it's in the seller's disclosure or anything that you write in the contract, that responsibility is on you. Okay. I don't know how comfortable and how confident you feel in your negotiating skills, but really you have to vet your realtors or your whether it's a listing or buying agent, you have to vet your realtor to make sure that he or she has enough experience in negotiating and really fighting for you to make sure that they are looking for your best interests. And that's why, fortunately, we do have jobs, right? Fortunately, that's the reason why we're not being replaced by transactional brokers, because there is a certain skill set that we as human beings need. And that's the same example as I gave with the robo advisors, right? Robo financial advisors and actual advisors like financial advisors. The reason why they're not being completely replaced by technology is because of experience, right? So you have to make sure that, in the same way, you have to vet your realtor, whether it's on the buying or listing side, based upon their experience and also based upon the value that they bring, the value proposition. Okay. So with all of these things considered, yes, you can list the property yourself. Just make sure you have enough knowledge and base knowledge to feel confident in doing it yourself, because most of the times, any of the responsibility that you do or you say or you write in these contracts, it's going to be on you. Okay.